Welcome to commercial arithmetic class. So in previous video we had solved 23rd problem, and today we'll continue with the problems based on general insurance. The 24th problem is a warehouse valued at rupees 10,000 contained goods worth rupees 60,000. The warehouse was insured against fire for rupees 4,000 and the goods to the extent of 90% of their value. A fire broke out and goods worth rupees 20,000 were completely destroyed, while the remainder was damaged and reduced to 80% of its value. The damage to the warehouse was to the extent of rupees 2,000. Find the total amount that can be claimed. So first, let us see the information given. Here, the value of the warehouse is given, which is rupees 10,000. And next they have given the warehouse was insured against fire for rupees 4,000. So this is the insured value on warehouse. And also they have given the loss on warehouse, which is rupees 2,000. So now let us find out the amount claimable or compensation on warehouse. The formula is same, that is for claim or compensation, that is insured value by total value into loss. So here all the values are directly given in the question. So let us substitute. So insured value is 4,000 and the total value is 10,000 and loss is 2,000. So when we simplify, we will get amount claimable on warehouse as rupees 800. Now let us find amount claimable on goods. So they have given the total value or the actual value of goods as rupees 60,000, and next they have given the warehouse was insured against fire for rupees 4,000 and the goods to the extent of 90% of their value. Therefore the insured value on goods will be 90% of rupees 60,000, which is 0.9 into 60,000. Therefore insured value on goods is rupees 54,000. So to find the claim or compensation, we know we need insured value, total value and loss. So we got the total value, we got the insured value. Now let us find out the loss. So the loss of goods is complete loss plus partial loss or total loss plus partial loss. So in the question they have given the total or complete loss as rupees 20,000 on goods. So when there is a loss of 20,000, the balance stock will be actual value minus the complete loss, which is 60,000 minus 20,000, which is rupees 40,000. So 60,000 is the actual value of goods. So the balance stock is of rupees 40,000. Now let us find out the partial loss. So they have given the goods was damaged and reduced to 80% of its value. Therefore the loss is of 100 minus 80, which is 20%. So therefore there is loss of 20% on the balance stock. So partial loss will be 20% of rupees 40,000, which is 0.2 into 40,000, which is rupees 8,000. Now we got the complete loss or total loss and we got the partial loss. Therefore the loss of goods is 20,000 plus 8,000, which is rupees 28,000. So we got all the values which have to be substituted in the formula of claim. So therefore claim on goods is insured value by total value into loss. Insured value we got it as rupees 54,000, total value is rupees 60,000 and the loss is rupees 28,000. So when we simplify, the claim on goods is rupees 25,200. In the question they have given find the total amount that can be claimed. So which is claim of warehouse as well as claim of goods. So we'll add both the values. Therefore total amount to be claimed on warehouse and goods is rupees 800 plus 25,200, which is 26,000 rupees. Therefore the total amount to be claimed is rupees 26,000. So the question is big but the solution is very easy, just go step by step. So let us see the 25th problem. A property of rupees 1,25,000 is insured to the extent of 60% of its value. In a fire, if 60% of property is totally destroyed, find the amount claimable. So in this question they have given the total value, which is rupees 1,25,000. So they have given the property is insured to extent of 60% of its value. Therefore insured value will be 60% of total value, which is 0.6 into 1,25,000. Therefore insured value is rupees 75,000. And they have given in a fire 60% of property is totally destroyed. Therefore loss is 60% of total value, which is again 75,000. So the loss is of rupees 75,000. Now we have to find the amount of claimable or compensation. The formula is insured value by total value into loss. We got insured value, which is 75,000, total value is 1,25,000, and loss is also 75,000. When we simplify, we get amount claimable as rupees 45,000. So the 26th question is, a merchant insures his property for 80% of its value and pays a premium of rupees 80 at the rate of 80 paise per cent. In a fire, 80% of his property is damaged completely and the rest is reduced to 80% of its value. What sum can be claimed against the policy? So in this question, they have given the value of premium, which is rupees 80. They have given the rate as 80 paise per cent. So using the formula of premium, let us find the insured value first. So we are finding insured value because to get the claim we need the insured value. So we know the formula of premium is rate into insured value by 100. So insured value will be premium into 100 by rate. So premium is rupees 80 into 100 by rate is 80 paise per cent, which is 0.8 rupees. Therefore insured value is rupees 10,000. Next, let us find the total value. To get the total value, in the question they have given a merchant insures his property for 80% of its value. So insured value is equal to 80% of total value. So we got insured value as rupees 10,000. Let us substitute. So 10,000 is equal to 0.8 into total value. Therefore total value will be 10,000 by 0.8, which is 12,500 rupees. So in the formula of compensation or claim, we got insured value and total value. Now let us find out the loss. So here loss is of the form complete loss plus partial loss. So the complete loss they have given as 80% of the total value. So they have given the statement as, in a fire 80% of his property is damaged completely. So complete loss is 80% of the total value, which is 0.8 into 12,500, which is rupees 10,000. So to find the partial loss, first let us find out the balance stock, which is actual value or total value minus the complete loss. So total value is 12,500 and complete loss is rupees 10,000. Therefore the balance stock is rupees 2,500. Now to get the partial loss, they have given 80% of its value. It is reduced to 80% of its value. Therefore there is a loss of 20%. So the loss is on the balance stock. Partial loss will be 20% of the balance stock, which is 0.2 into 2,500, which is rupees 500. So therefore the loss will be complete loss plus partial loss, which is 10,000 plus 500, which is rupees 10,500. Now therefore amount claimed will be insured value by total value into loss. Insured value we got it as rupees 10,000, total value as 12,500 and loss is rupees 10,500. So let us substitute. Therefore the amount claimable is rupees 8,400. So the next question is, on 1st January a merchant insured his stock against a fire for rupees 6,000. On 30th September a fire destroyed the stock completely. His purchases during the 9 months amounted to rupees 28,000 and his sales aggregated to rupees 40,000. If the stock on 1st January was worth rupees 8,000 and he earns 1/3% profit on an average, what sum can be claimed against the policy? So here they have given stock. First let us find stock up to 30th September. So it will be the 1st January stock and the purchases. So they have given if the stock on 1st January was worth rupees 8,000, therefore the 1st January stock is rupees 8,000, and they have given the purchases, so which is rupees 28,000. Therefore the total stock is 8,000 plus 28,000, which is rupees 36,000. So from the question we have found the total stock. Now he has the information is given about the insured value, which is a merchant insured his stock against fire for rupees 6,000, and they have given the total value of stock. So if the stock on 1st January was worth rupees 8,000, so the total value of stock was rupees 8,000, and they have given the profit made, which is 1/3%, and they have given the sales, which is 40,000. Now let us find out the saved stock. So let us assume the saved stock to be rupees 100, or else this might be the cost price. So selling price is cost price plus profit. So why we are taking profit? Because in the question they have given profit. We know profit is nothing but selling price minus cost price. So to get selling price we can add profit plus cost price. So we know the profit and we have assumed cost price to be 100, therefore we can find out the selling price. So cost price we have taken as 100 and profit is 33 1/3%, which is 99 plus 100 by 3. Therefore the selling price is 400 by 3. So when selling price is 400 by 3, the saved stock or the cost price is rupees 100. Then when the selling price is 40,000, then what stock is saved? So cross multiply. Therefore saved stock is 40,000 into 100 into 3 by 400, which is rupees 30,000. So the loss is total stock minus saved stock, which is total stock was rupees 36,000 and saved stock is rupees 30,000. Therefore the loss is of rupees 6,000. Now to find the claim, the formula is insured value by total value into loss. We got insured value, which is given in the question as 6,000, total value is of 8,000 and the loss is 6,000 rupees. Therefore the amount claimable is rupees 4,500. So in this question what we have done, they have given insured value and they have given the total value of stock. But to calculate the loss, first step was we found out the total stock and then we found the saved stock, that is after damage what amount of stock is remaining. So total stock minus the saved stock gives the loss. So we have calculated loss and then we have found the claim. The next question is, a consignment of articles each costing rupees 5 was sent to Bombay from Delhi. The lot was insured for 4/5 of its value and the total premium amounted to rupees 150 at 1.25%. Find the number of articles in the consignment. So here they have asked to find the number of articles in a lot or consignment. So let us assume the number of articles as X. So the actual value or the total value of X articles would be article cost for each article into the number of articles, which is 5x. So the cost of each article is rupees 5 and the number of articles is X. Therefore actual value of X is 5x. So in the question they have given the lot was insured for 4/5 of its value. Therefore, insured value will be 4/5 of its total value. So, total value or actual value is 5x. Therefore, insured value is 4/5 into 5x, which is 4x. Next, in the question they have given the total premium amounted to rupees 150. So, they have given the premium at 1.25%, that is, they have given the rate of premium. So, therefore, premium is nothing but rate into insured value by 100. So, we know rate, we know premium, then let us find out insured value. Therefore, insured value will be premium into 100 by rate. Let us substitute the values, which is 150 into 100 by 1.25, which is rupees 12,000. So, here let us substitute the insured value which we have got, that is 12,000. Therefore, 12,000 is equal to 4x. So, here insured value is 12,000. Therefore, we can solve for x now. X would be 12,000 by 4, which is 3,000. Therefore, number of articles in the consignment was 3,000 articles. The 29th question is, a consignment of articles each costing rupees 10 was sent from Pune to Chennai. The lot was insured for 3/5 of its value. The total premium paid was rupees 14.40 at the rate of 40 paise per cent. Find the number of articles, and on the way a certain number of articles were damaged. The insurance company paid rupees 150 for the damage. Find the number of articles destroyed. So the question till here is just like the previous problem, and addition to this they have given certain articles were damaged and a company paid a compensation of rupees 150 for the damage. Therefore, we have to find out the loss incurred or the number of articles that they have damaged. So similarly, when we find the number of articles, we will get the number of articles as 600. So what we have done, we have taken the number of articles as x. We found the total value or the actual value of articles, which is 10x. So in the question they have given insured value is 3/5 of the actual value. So we got it as 6x. They have given the premium rate, using that we have found insured value, and we have substituted the value of insured value over here and we have found x. Therefore, here x is 600. Therefore, the number of articles are 600. So now let us see the next sub question. So now let us assume the number of articles damaged be y. Then the loss is 10y, because for one article the loss is 10 rupees. So there are y such articles, therefore the loss is 10y. So next they have given amount claimed, that is rupees 150, and total value is number of articles into 10. So we got number of articles as 600. So 600 into 10 is rupees 6,000. So let us substitute these values in the formula of claim, which is insured value by total value into loss. So we know claim as 150, insured value is rupees 3,600, which we got while calculating the insured value using premium. So total value is 6,000 and loss is 10y. So when we simplify, we will get 150 is equal to 0.6 into 10y. Therefore 10y is 150 by 0.6, which is 250. Therefore y is 250 by 10, that is y. So this means the number of articles damaged are 25. So in the question they have given the claim and we have found insured value and we have found total value and loss is 10y. So then using the formula of claim we have found the value of y, which is 25. Therefore the number of articles damaged are 25. So the last problem on insurance chapter is, a merchant takes out a fire insurance policy and insures 75% of its value, 75% of value of his property. A fire broke out and a property worth rupees 40,000 completely destroyed. while the balance is reduced to 80% of its value. If he receives a sum of rupees 33,000 as compensation for his policy, find the value of property and the sum insured. So let the value of the property or the total value be X. They have given insured value to be 75% of the total value, which is 75% of X. So insured value is 0.75X. They have given the complete damage or loss, which is rupees 40,000. So the balance stock will be total value minus the complete loss, which is X minus 40,000. So partial loss, it will be 20% of the balance stock. So they have given the stock is reduced to 80% of it, therefore there is a loss of 20%. So 20% of X minus 40,000, which is 0.2 into X minus 40,000. When we simplify, we will get partial loss as 0.2X minus 8,000. Therefore total loss will be complete loss, which is 40,000 plus the partial loss. So when we simplify this, the total loss is 32,000 plus 0.2X. Now let us substitute these in the formula of claim. So insured value, we got 0.75X. We got the total value. So total value we have assumed to be X, and the loss is 32,000 plus 0.2X. Let us substitute in the formula. And the claim, they have given it as 33,000. So he receives a sum of rupees 33,000 as compensation. So they have given the claim value as 33,000. So let us substitute all these values and let us find out X. Therefore 33,000 is equal to 0.75 into, so this X and this X will get cancelled. So 0.75 into 32,000 plus 0.2X. So 33,000 is equal to 24,000 plus 0.15X. So 0.15X will be 33,000 minus 24,000, which is 9,000. Therefore X is 9,000 by 0.15, which is 60,000. So we have assumed X as the total value. Therefore the total value of property is rupees 60,000. And they have asked to find the insured value also. So insured value, we notice 75% of the total value. So let us substitute the value of total value. When we simplify, we will get insured value as rupees 45,000. So with these problems, we are done with the 4th unit, that is life insurance. So in the next class, we will look into the last chapter, that is partnership. So that's it for today's class. Thank you.